morning, everyone. Today I'm going to be doing a lot of ESO, and right now I'm doing my pledges for the day, which, thankfully,
If you are to join me, you currently
one of these pledges I needed to do for a dungeon I've not completed yet. So this is going to really help with the XP that I need to reach 160. So if everyone's not aware, before I go deaf, playing the my headset was too loud. I had to adjust my volume. But yeah, basically when I adjust my volume, it puts a thing over the health bars at the top of the screen, so it was specifically over my own health bar. And my dumbass decided not to look at my actual health bar at the bottom of the screen, because I'm so used to paying attention to the top left corner, so I'm looking at everyone's health bars. I think we're good now. Got everything good as far as I can tell. I know my webcam is a little dark, since rearranging the room, which if you see the mess behind me is part of that. I'm no longer near the patio door, which is where I was originally sitting, so I had a lot of like natural light just coming in, so I didn't really have to worry about having like any kind of light source around the streaming stand, but that was a problem I noticed after everything was already moved. So it's kind of come down to it's gonna be dark for a little while in webcam until I can maybe adjust some settings, which I tried to do when I first started the stream because I noticed it, but not something I could really do with a dungeon already started, and usually tweaking the settings for that takes a little bit of time to get it to look decent. So I apologize for the dark webcam, but probably not here to actually see my face. This is more about the gameplay. I don't know what just hit me, but it was an insta-kill. But then again, this is a dungeon I've not done yet, so there might be some sort of mechanic I'm unaware of. I don't know what just hit me. Yeah, you guys. None of you died. I'm still waiting to like phase back into the world. One of my got a hold of me about running some dungeons. I'm already in one. This dungeon is actually really gorgeous. Like, there's a lot of colors and stuff going on in here. Nobody died on me. I should have popped my ultimate before. Huh? Everybody's alright. We're good. I can't res you. I've got the aggro. Oh, no, that's bad. Okay, so contrary to popular belief, with most games, yes, the healer should be reviving everyone. ESO works a little differently. If you're the only healer in the group, you should definitely not be the one reviving people. I wasn't going to respond to him, but I don't have time. I need to transfer magicka. There we go. Alright.
We failed, sisters, but we shall, and again.
Hano, why have you come here?
Is that you, Father?
Must leave now, before you two are trapped within these cursed hunting grounds.
No.
It's so weird when you send whispers that it pops them up on above your head or whatever.
Please, I can't.
Makes me think I'm saying it like in the zone, but I'm just sending a whisper or a direct message, whatever, to a guildmate. But I really want to. Yeah, so they're on the timeline. That's alright though. Understandable. I know sometimes I complain about being the healer, but honestly, it's not that hard to play one. Like, more of your time as a healer is being spent literally, like, watching your stats and the group health bars. It's it's fairly simple. Like, granted, yeah, there's when you actually get into the meat of being a healer, like obviously you have to know like what your skills do and bounce off of each other. But realistically, once you get used to what your abilities do, it just becomes like a muscle memory of like, oh, I need to press this button now, that button then. And it's just a matter of remembering all your stuff. I'd say that was the hardest part of getting started as a healer, was like learning what you should use and when. Like, this healing ability uses a lot of magicka, but it also heals a lot of health. But I should also only use it if multiple people in my group are close to dying. That kind of. So like my ultimate is like one massive heal, and it fires off like 3 other abilities that I have. Or actually no, it only fires off 2. The third ability I don't have. It puts a shield on all of your group mates. But I need to look into whether or not it'll work if I just have the ability unlocked and not actually slotted onto the bar. Because if it works if I just have it unlocked, then I'll go ahead and pick it up. But if it has to be slotted on my bar, it won't work with the build I'm running, which is fine. Because honestly, like, yeah, I can give you extra shield, but at some point you kind of get to a point where the heals are a little more important. And there are, I don't know, maybe the more I think about it, I'm like, yeah, some builds are super squishy, so like they might be prone to not being able to eat some of those damage. So I guess that's where shield could come in handy. But then again, I don't know. Maybe I'll look into it. I might tweak my build. But see, yeah, right there is when I used my ultimate. Everybody got hit, took a lot of damage. None of my other heals were in a position to do enough to potentially save everyone all at once off the ulti. And as you can tell, it's already halfway charged again. Like, this build I'm running is, like, super quick about getting its ultimate back. And it's even better once you start getting, like, I think it's the Fighters build up, or Fighters Guild up, because there's a passive under the Fighters Guild that makes it so you gain more ultimate when fighting Daedra, werewolves, and vampires, I believe. Some of these ads are like really strong. Like, I feel like they're a little bit stronger than they really necessarily need to be. But I don't know. Maybe not the health bars, but they have some abilities that are like boss level attacks, but they're just like little randoms. So, I don't know.
Don't you see? You're the hare now, Hunter. I'll strike you down.
I know I've had a couple of people tell me, like, you know, look up the dungeons and stuff. before you run them, so you know what to expect. But I've always been, I don't know. From what I'm used to, most of the like raids and instances and whatever your game calls them, they're all the same thing. They're a big group of people going in, fighting multiple enemies, and getting some really good gear. Whatever your game calls it, I don't care. I know a lot of people like to argue, oh, this game did it first, blah blah blah. It's all the same fucking thing. They all copied it from each other. So, the way I've always ran, what I knew them as is instances. But the way I always did them is I learned them as we went, and that's just that's how I enjoy doing it. Because I think you kind of rob yourself of an experience a little bit by just looking up and immediately knowing how some of these things work before you even go into them. Like, maybe I'm a different kind of person, but I don't know, I enjoy learning it. I like having my first experience in it be something that I figured out. I don't always want someone to just tell me, oh, this is the best way to do this. I mean, I want to learn the mechanics, and then you can teach me the best way to do it.
Don't you know? It's hunter be hunted within the march of sacrifices. And I'm already...
The hungry cat demands blood.
But again, maybe I'm a different type of player. And I know a lot of groups don't like to go with people that, you know, don't know what they're doing, blah blah blah. And that's fine. I understand that too. Some of us don't have time to teach every new player that comes along. We like to have our dedicated group of knowledgeable players that we're going to go in, we're going to beat it as quick as possible and get on to the next one. And I've been there too. I've seen both sides of the coin. So it's not necessarily like, oh, I'm only going to play this way and that's me. Like, I get it. Like, I used to play Star Wars Galaxies for years, like from day one all the way up to the closing day. And I miss that game. But the first time I played it, you know, I was there when those instances were added in, so we had to learn them when they came out. There wasn't any, you know, there wasn't guides on that stuff. It was just released. It was something that guilds and groups of people were figuring out as they were playing them. So that's where my mindset came from, is because I had to experience something when it first came out. And I know a lot of people have too. Like, obviously, with any new experience comes a player, the pioneers that have to learn it and teach it. I remember this. This is Fear Scene, I think, dungeon. I played this on console. Like, that's why I'm fairly decent at this game already. Is like, because I played ESO on console before I got my PC set up and everything. So a lot of this, I've done some of this before, but there's also still new ones.
We must use stealth while our wisp searches for the Indrik. We found the beast.
Yo, tank, you need, like, dude. Got ads on me all the freaking time, like.
Pull the Indrik out of hiding. Keep your head down and let the fog cover you. Stay low and you'll keep out of the Indrik
I
sight.
never actually realized your health regen is a lot slower when you're in stealth.
There it is! Don't let it get away!
Unless it's because I'm technically, still technically in combat. I don't know. New mechanic to me. Dude, I really need you to get these ads off of me.
Crouch within the fog until the Indrik is discovered. Stay low and you'll keep out of the Indrik sight. Don't give away your location. Remain hidden.
Now, one thing I've actually never had done on ESO is the trials. Like, I have no experience whatsoever with them. Which is gonna suck because I know a lot of people on here are like, you know, they won't run it with new players. A lot of people don't like to anyway. So it's gonna be hard to start running those. But if these are just the dungeons that have like matchmaking for them, and they're this mechanically like well made, I'm actually really curious to see like what the mechanics of the
This is it. Tarsia's heart is ours. With this, my father's
trials are,
freedom is
which I
assured.
imagine they're probably pretty crazy because I think they're
Come on.
like way
We
bigger.
still have to deliver the heart to her.
Did you really think victory would be so easy? Run when the moon hunter pack is made off. What do you mean? I brought you the heart.
Yes, but you are not the one to hunt my hair. Why should I grudge this fate? I'll hunt down the ones who killed that beast in the first place.
Intriguing.
Very well. Bring me their hearts, and the boon is yours.
Very soon. Very soon I will have
So
my
kind of you
gear.
to pay me a visit. Saves me the trouble of hunting you down. Time to rip out those hearts. Feel venom sting.
See, I've thought about getting a gear set at my current level, but I'm also like, I'm really not that far off from 160, and I don't want to spend that time getting a gear set only to have to do it again.
Feel my claws.
Well, I. I just realized, why do we have two healers? I don't know why I didn't just notice that until now, but why do we not have two DPS? Why do we have two healers? I'm confused here.
Perfect bones shall be mine. I'll tear you to shreds.
Oh, don't die on me. Yeah, I think we all we all just like immediately figured out the mechanic to the gate to the boss or whatever.
You think you can choke you all out?
For another moment. I'm going to set a trap.
See, I know we're supposed to find the trap. The only thing I haven't figured out personally is where is the trap.
Quite the thrilling hunt. My boon is yours, child of Azura. What do you seek?
Freedom for myself and my father. Release us, so we may join our ancestors in death.
I hear two requests, child, not one. You must choose. A heart or a harm is only fair.
Go ahead. Say it. You heard the fetching stag. It's me or him. Still, Oh, I cannot. No, it isn't. But what about what I want? For years, this is all I've ever wished for. To finally save my father. To finally repay his selfless actions. I've risked everything towards this goal. How can I turn back now?
I feel like it would be a selfless action to save him. But then I'm gonna go with this.
Right. I shouldn't go against my father's wishes, just to do what I think is best. Who am I to heap that guilt upon his children?
Alright.
Percine, hear my choice. I choose to save
I actually kind of like the
myself
werewolf hat.
and father. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I couldn't save you too.
Be at peace, Hanu. I will always be proud of you.
Oh, maybe I'll switch it later.
Always.
How many levels did I get? 2? The grind. The grind is a long one. Alrighty, well, I'm gonna drop from this group. I'm gonna check my storage, okay. Actually go turn in my quest, because my inventory is really not all that bad right now. I'm sure I've got some stuff I can sell.
I hope you're here to tell that. Hersine's little challenge was show your.
Give me another level. Alright, so I still have 2 other dungeons I need to complete. I'm 127. I need, what, 33 more levels? Till I'm 160. I'm so close. Oh, right. I was wanting to check. Okay, so I know... So update based on which morph, which ability you've taken. So it will cast them. I'm gonna go ahead and grab it. Just because I want to see if it actually will cast it since I have it unlocked. It doesn't say anything about it having to be slotted. Okay, yeah, I'm nowhere near being full on those. I feel like right now I should just sell all of these. Just because of the simple fact that, like, I have so many of the crown ones that I'm not even going to be touching the looted ones. And I probably never will end up touching the looted ones. Because I could just craft potions and everything, so, like, the looted ones will just be junk. I haven't heard back from my guild mate, so I'm gonna go ahead and probably go ahead and run Dire Frost Keep. So I don't think I've done Celine's Web, Vault of Madness. I don't think I've done Depths of Malatar. Not entirely sure about Ice Reach. I think I have. Definitely not done that one. Lair Marslock. March of Sacrifices. No, I literally just did March of Sacrifices. What am I saying? Moonhunter Keep. Pretty sure I've done that. I don't think I've done Unhallowed Grave, and I don't think I've done White Gold Tower. Yeah. Most of the ones up here I'm pretty sure I've done. These are pretty common ones to get, especially through the random dungeon finder, so. I almost forgot I have to keep track of time right now. I don't know, Dungeon Finder, it's like hit or miss. Some days you can find one like super quickly, and other days you just could be 20 minutes before you finally get a group. It's hard telling. And then other days I get so used to just sitting here and waiting that like I forget to pay attention to the screen, and then it'll finally pop up and I'll miss it and I'll just be like, well, that's my fault. Hey, there we go. Took it long enough. And someone declined. Neat. I guess I'm at top of the queue now, though, but I still have to wait for someone to accept again. I just wanna run my pledges. Do 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 do. What other one do I have available? Spindle clutch 2. I think I might try for spindle clutch, and I'll try for then I'll try for Dire Frost Keep later on, because right now something is taking forever. And Spindle Clutch, like I said, is, well, the ones at the top of the list are usually a lot more common to find groups for, because those, I don't think any of the ones at the top of the list are expansion dungeons. So you're more likely to find people who can run those because they're the people that it doesn't require you to have expansions. So. I did end up actually running around Greatwood a little bit. I got a couple of the Sky Shards at least, and some of the lore books and whatnot. I still have a lot to do around here. Which actually, this lore book is not that far away. Actually, oh, that's an A. That is inside of a delve. Which I don't mind going in delves for certain ones, but the biggest problem with that is if the Ready Finder kicks in, then generally when you come back out of a dungeon, you're outside of the building you were in. So if I get like, excuse me? You guys watched me queue up for Spindle Clutch 2, right? Not Dire Frost? I mean, I got either way, I need both of them, but that's not the one I was intending on running. But alright. Works for me, I guess.
I am Eberic Direfrost of Falkreath. In your record vaults of Windhelm, I discovered that I am the last living heir of Direfrost Keep. The castle that my family funded through generations of witch hunting.
Actually, you know what I need to do here is first I need to pop this, then I need to pop one of those. Because XP. I'll switch my quest back over to this, and since apparently I'm not running the one I thought I was running.
Horrifying sight. Residents of Direfrost Keep appear to have been fleeing, but now they're frozen, tied, trapped in this icy tomb for all eternity.
Hang on, guys. I'm looting. I swear, sometimes the game can't even actually keep up with how fast I'm like trying to fire off abilities. So like, if you see like me just holding the circle out like that sometimes, I pressed the button twice. I intended to drop the ability that I was using, but the game didn't register that I actually pressed it again, so.
Dire frost flame I read about in Windhelm. Legend has it I can contact my ancestors if I light it. I'd like to know what happened. Better and better. Gate to the crypt is locked, probably opened by the pair of pressure plates here. Me with no companion. Regrettable. And return. Yet to explore the something.
I know I'm the guy running around looting all the containers and stuff along the way. But sometimes you get some really good stuff out of these random containers, so I don't know. I like doing it. I've gotten some really good recipes and stuff for provisioning out of doing it, so I don't know. It's also how you get some of the crafting styles and stuff like that, which I'm focusing on getting my crafting skills up. So, like, I don't know. I'm gonna get the stuff that comes out of it. Because the last thing I want is me later on to be looking for something and have a 1 in a billion chance of actually getting that one item I need. I'd rather hope that maybe, oh, you know, along the whole time I've been leveling up, that I probably have already found most of the things I need. And then later on I'll have just enough gold and stuff to, like, oh yeah, I'll just go buy that from someone, whatever.
So there are Draugr in this keep as well. How long has the keep been in disuse? The day keeps getting better and better.
Yeah, I'm not complaining. Gives me a minute to check everything, make sure it's all going good. That's what I was looking for. I need my champion points. Go ahead and sink that into my magicka recovery. I don't remember how long this dungeon is, honestly. Hopefully, it's not terribly long. I am on a bit of a time frame this morning, but I will be streaming more in the afternoon today, and possibly the evening. Well, probably from the afternoon into the evening, but...
You should not have lit the flame. The mistress will delight in a new slave.
I am free, at last. The throne of Ice Reach still lives.
I am myself again.
I'm finally free.
Yeah, like I was saying, even though I'm running short on time this morning for the stream, well, we'll be streaming from the afternoon till the evening, more than likely. I just figured I'd jump on this morning because I didn't really have much else to do, so. Get a little bit of my daily stuff out of the way so I can focus on some other things in the evening. I'm really just trying to kick out these levels. Like, I'm so close. Because then anytime I get on after I get all the levels, then it'll just be like, oh, you know, I'll just go run this thing or that thing. Focus some more on some world completion stuff. I definitely have a lot of stuff to complete. I've got, like I said, I've got 3 of the 4 major expansions complete as far as, well, as far as Skyrim goes anyway. Skyrim's got, I think 2 more content releases coming up, which one of them's here, I think, next week, so that'll probably be one of my first things I'll focus on getting done, just because a lot of people will be running that stuff, and it'll be a lot easier to get anything they add in with it done. And then I've got to do Elsewhere, and I've like not even touched hardly any of the base game content. Because I did a lot of it on console, and I hadn't really done a whole lot of the DLC. I did Somerset mainly, and I started a little bit of Morrowind on there, but I didn't ever actually finish all of it. So the first thing I did when I got this on PC was I jumped straight into Skyrim. I was like, I want to experience this, I want something fresh, it'll give me a reason to level up a new character. Because that's what I was really dreading, was switching over, was just grinding on another character. But thankfully, now that I've started hitting the content that I've already done, I'm really close to the threshold for gear, so it's not as much of a, I don't wanna. And I think, I don't know, I've thought about, like, maybe when the next expansion comes out is when I'll start another character, and then I'll throw them into that expansion. But then I'm also like, well, then I won't have that content done on my main character. So I'm like, what do I want to do? But I guess it does get easier with,
The transmute fog spell turned out more useful than I thought. Would never have gotten through the last, and now, before the summit.
with the more you complete
There
on
are
one
many
character.
reasons not to go. I can hear blasting winds at the top of that ladder, and there is a chill that strikes the bone.
Oh, you noticed something I
Any
did.
manner of beast could be waiting for me. But I will not shame my family by walking away.
I literally walked right past that chest. I wouldn't even have known it was there. these crafting supplies that are just chilling around here. I swear that wasn't a pun. Unintentional puns are the best. I'm gonna have so many food crafting supplies by the time I actually get to 160 and start crafting top tier food. Alright. I'm gonna drop from this group. I might have enough time to complete Spindle Clutch. Now, one thing's for sure. I need to go repair my gear. So hopefully I can do that before I get queued up for another I can worry about turning in my quest later. So I don't think it really matters what vendor I go to. I just need to go to someone that can.
There's an order.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I need to repair bad. It's like 1,000 gold. Deconstruct that stuff. Normally I don't generally deconstruct set pieces like this, but seeing as they're all under leveled and stuff, not too worried about it. Hey, I got a legendary piece from refining that time. Nice. So I didn't miss anything doing that. Run over here real quick. Enchanting takes so long to level up. Maybe there's something I'm missing about the whole process, but I don't know. That and jewelry. Finding researchable things for jewelry is actually the hardest thing, I think. From what I've noticed, because like I guess so much like armor and stuff, those skills level up super quickly, but then like usually for jewelry I'll get some pieces that are good for deconstructing. That's it. Like I've not found very many of the jewelry pieces that can be researched. Alright. Deposit some of this gold in the bank. I'll put 3,000 in there. I usually keep about 5,000 on me. And then I deposit any excess into the bank. It's a good way to save on here. And then like once I get enough to like buy like a bag upgrade or something like that, then I'll go do that. But as you can tell, I've saved up quite a bit of currency, so. I actually think I forgot to do this morning. Yeah, I did. Well, that's 20 hours I've got to wait now, starting from here. Leveling up a writing speed. Leveling up all of those is going to take so long. But I don't want to pay money to do it. I'm not. Just, no. It's like you get 10 levels for like $10, and there's 60 levels, so it costs you, what, $180 if you wanted to pay to level up all your writing stuff? No. I'm not doing it. I'll wait. I'll take the time to do it. It's not that deep. There's not a lot of pay to win in this, which I guess I don't know. I guess I don't really classify amount to be a pay to win thing, but it sucks that they made it take so long to do some of these things, because like you can buy things to increase the time. It's like one of those city building mobile games where, like, yes, you can play it. You can play those games without paying a dime, but you're going to be waiting a really long time. And I guess it all depends on whether or not your wallet outweighs your patience. Me? My patience outweighs yeah. My patience outweighs my wallet. I'm not paying to speed something up slightly when it's not really all that important, especially. Now, don't get me wrong, there's been like some mobile games or games like this that I have put money into, but it's usually with, like, I'll do some like survey things. Google has this opinion rewards or something, like, I forget what it's called exactly, but occasionally, like when you travel somewhere or go to eat some place, and, you know, just doing your daily routine, I should say, it'll ask you, oh, did you eat at this place, and etc., and you're just like, yeah, and it'll ask you, oh, what day, and then it'll ask, did you make a purchase, and then it'll be like, are you willing to share your receipt, and I'm like, no, and then they'll give me like 50 cents to $1 or something like that, and you'll get one of these like every day. So I think I have like $15 or something like that saved up in the past like week. So it's not bad. Like, I mean, if you play mobile games and you want that little bit of free money to just use on them, or rent movies or something like that, it's nothing that's coming out of your pocket. I mean, you can only use it on Google, so it's like you're not really losing anything by doing it. The rate of this is going, I don't think I'm gonna have time to run this last dungeon. I was kind of hoping it would drop me in rather quickly, but it's not looking like it's going to. I don't think I'm gonna get in it before the afternoon, so we'll save that one for last. I'm gonna pop in over to... Oh wait, how much is this gonna cost me to run over here? I wasn't paying attention. I'm not worried about it. It's not that deep. I'll pay the travel costs. It's only 200 gold. I get that pretty quickly. So, I'm not worried. I've paid the 900 fee to travel before, just because I was too lazy to run all the way back to a city, so...
Within the tree, how would one find them? The tree is so large.
Alright, so I'm gonna go turn in this quest, and I think that'll likely be the end of this stream for the morning. I'll probably be back on live streaming, I would say at the latest 1:30 and 1 o'clock at the earliest. So somewhere between 1 to 1:30. That's Eastern time, by the way, so about an hour to an hour and a half from now. Just have a little bit of things to get done this morning.
I
Or
expected your
this
frozen
noon.
corpse would decorate Direfrost instead of
But
silk.
other than that,
Your wizard wisdom. I do not know if you have a
as I'm aware, I don't have anything else to do, so it'll be mostly a Elder Scrolls Online day. Did I get a level? I got a level! Hey, one step closer. So I'm, what, 31 levels away? Sounds like a lot, but honestly, considering where I started from, I'd say I've made pretty darn good progress on here. So I'll have Spindle Clutch complete, so that'll probably be the first thing I do when I get back on the live stream. But thank you everyone so much for watching. I'm going to be doing this regularly. It'll likely be after 5 p.m. Eastern time, Monday through Friday. And then on the weekends, it'll be a lot more often, like almost full day streams, depending on scheduling and stuff. But if you like this video, hit the subscribe button. Be sure to follow, depending on which platform you're on. We're pretty much on everything at this point. I have a Patreon set up if you'd like to support the channel. And as always, thank you so much for watching.